Such a nice trail. Oh, shit. It's all good, I'm alright. Oh, that was good footage. Fucking roosting me, love it. Oh my god, what an awesome bike to do jumps on. So today, heading into the Grampians again, going to do some of our favourite trails. A couple of trails around the back of an olive plantation over that side of the range, then we'll duck over to the Halls Gap side, do the Mount Difficult Trail, which is a mix of rocks and sand, and we're going to probably weave our way down to Pomona today, get a bite to eat, fuel up, come back. So it's probably going to be about a 300 kilometre ride maybe today. But yeah, bike's looking really mint, gave it a wash. Yeah, I've got the mount on here, so I've got my nav up there. I'm running these double take mirrors. These little baby ones, the trail mirror. So pretty awesome. That'll catch you out. So I just rolled the throttle thinking I was just going to rev the bike, but no, it was actually in gear because I'm running the Recluse. Let's rock. Here we are on the trails. 390. Second proper ride on this thing. And I tell you what, it's just every time I get on it, it's just hilariously fun to ride. And really light, super light, absolutely crazy light. And I've got this Recluse set up really well. Thanks Matt from Raceline. And yeah, left-hand rear braking. It's awesome. It's awesome. Bit of sand action. This thing is throwable, absolutely throwable around. Just back it around these corners. Like I've never ridden a bike as planted and as easy to maneuver as this thing. Like the rear end, the geometry of these little betas is unreal. Absolutely unreal. Alright, so coming around the back of this olive plantation, and I'm going to come in front of Lisa. Oh my god, what an awesome bike to do jumps on. Such a good trail this. Heading right up to the side of the Mount Difficult range, and we go around the back of this kangaroo. I'm going to go around the back of this olive plantation. Which is really nice little trail. So watch out for kangaroos down here, because they jump out from the fence and like to you know, collect you. Oh wow, the serenity guys, the absolute serenity. So with this Recluse, like, that's an issue, see that? So if you pull up and stop on a hill and you you know, you haven't got any gears that will stop you from just rolling. So if I let go of the bike, look at that. She's just going to roll. So look, a lot of people will find that an issue with the Recluse, but running the left-hand rear brake, basically got either side. I could use one finger to stop the bike rolling. So you can't just sort of like take your hands off very easily. It still wants to roll. So that is something to be aware of. Here she is. I'll follow her for a bit. Oh yeah, such a good day to be out. Such a good day to be out, guys. So look, we just love riding motorcycles. I'm pretty sure that most of my followers on this channel do too. It's one of the most pleasurable activities I can think of doing, riding a motorbike. So just clears your head, get out, because there's a lot of risk. Well, you know, it's not that I go riding thinking I'm going to bust myself up, but there is definite risk, and you just have to manage that risk on a ride. So that's really engaging. Just sort of staying on the ball and all that sort of stuff. Constantly engaging this activity. So we're looking up towards Mount Zero straight ahead. That's the peak on the left. We're not going to go that far. We're going to cut back into the range and head over to the other side, sort of bypass and sort of cruise by Hall's Gap. So it's Lisa modelling her beautiful Sarah 450 LX, well set up. Tank is full. She's ready for adventure. Let's rock, Lisa. Let's do it. Where are we off to? Down here? Alright, copper mine track. Nice little cruise around the outside of the, there's a little pass through here. So this is, they've done this up with a few campgrounds for the kangaroo-y. Watch out, guy. Yeah, put a new campsite down here for the Peaks Trail, which looks pretty good actually. Alright, there it is there. I don't think anyone's actually staying at it yet. Let's have a look. Nope. Beautiful views out the side of the ranges. Probably can't see that out there, but just looking out to the east, really specky. Beautiful place to ride motorcycles. So, apologies for not getting out enough content lately, guys. I've been a bit slack. I had a really creative spurt when I got those couple of drones, and then I sort of got a bit of creative block. I did this awesome ride in the high country with a bunch of good friends, and I'm still working through that video. Problem is I got about maybe 4 hours of raw footage, and when you've got that much raw footage to sort through, sometimes you start the project, you get to a certain point and it becomes too much, so you just sort of like, put it off for another day. Which means that when does that other day come? Because I'm not sort of making a living out of my YouTube channel, I just get around to it when I feel like it, and sometimes there's pauses in my creative flow. So yeah, sorry for being a bit slack. I'm going to upload this one today. I think it'll be really basic. I'll just take a few of these audio grabs and some of this trail footage and upload this one. But yeah, apologies again for being so slack with my videos. It's not, you know, I'm back, guys, I'm back. Videos are back. Tori is back. The sun's come out, that's beautiful, it's nice and warm. Probably knock off these heated grips in a minute, I reckon. Probably don't need them. Once this track's over. Oh yeah, there we go. That's a beautiful view. Oh yeah, majestic. That's Briggs Bluff there we're looking at. That beautiful mountain in the distance there on the horizon. Oh shit. A nasty ditch there. Oh yeah, here we are. Knock the heater grip. Oh, there goes a car. Just knock the heater grips off here, I reckon. little beta is such a joy to ride. Yes, this is one of the mods I did. We have got a little SAE connected USB unit. Great thing about these ones is that you can turn it off, so you just turn that off there. A lot of the USBs that if you connect them directly up to the battery, they have a trickle charge. Even when there's nothing plugged in, the circuit board will drain your battery. My experience is that this won't. If you turn that off, it's actually perfect. So yeah, when you get back home, just turn it off, job done. I've got a kickstart on this bike, and I managed to kickstart it the other day, and I think you need about 8.4 volts in the battery to prime the fuel pump to be able to start the Kickstarter. Here she comes. Here she comes. Get a bit of air. Go, Lisa. Lisa's battery just ran out on her center, so she's excommunicado. We can no longer talk to each other. So yeah, anyway, she didn't charge it up. Otherwise, they're really good. You can usually get through a full day on the centers of chatting and music and stuff, and having comms is pretty helpful for trail riding. You don't have to sort of stop next to each other and then yell at each other. So yeah, it's all good. Cruising along the Mount Zero Road, the old multi-highway, and we've got the Mount Difficult Range on my right here. Can you see that? We're just going to cut in on a really nice trail that sort of meanders along the base of that range. So that'll be fun. What is it, a Sunday today? There's not much action actually. It's pretty quiet. Not much happening at all on the road today, which is good. I guess there's no public holiday. It's just a chilled out sort of day. Where is she? Oh, she's staying out of my dust. Get a bit of footage of Lisa. She loves that CRF 450LX. She absolutely loves it. She did fit it up with a Clake, but she had a lot of trouble with clutch drag because she was converting the cable clutch over to a hydro, and it didn't work out too well. So she's got rid of the Clake. Roostering me. Get a bit of footage of her through here. When Lisa started riding dirt, she found the sand a real pain in the ass, but now she's all over it. So it's been really good for her to get amongst it. And she's come a long way as a rider. She taught me how to road ride, and I taught her how to dirt bike ride, so it was a match made in heaven, really. Wanted me to go in front, but I'm gonna. Sometimes she hates it if I'm chasing her, but I really want to get some footage of her riding. So, oh, that's nasty. That was quite washed out there. You never know how these trails are going to be, basically, when you get to them. Whether or not they're going to be flogged out or in good condition. But yeah, sometimes they're really flogged out. Not too bad today. But yeah, you can find loose rocks like those, sort of sitting on the trail, square edges, all kinds of shit. Logs over the track. You got to be sort of prepared for anything on these trails, because the weather can get pretty nasty in here, and yeah, fuck everything up. So when I film, I really like to, if I can, have footage of another rider in front. It just gives you guys something to look at, a bit of perspective. And yeah, it's always more interesting if you can get someone, and I can be the chase rider. And Lisa's got a good pace. It's good. Should be quite entertaining. She's waved me in front. This track is really flogged out at the moment. Really flogged out. Four-wheel drives. I guess it's so close to Hall's Gap. You're going to get a lot of four-wheel drives coming down through here. Big massive rocks in the middle of the track, got to watch out for. Big deflectors. Creeks like this one. Well, not a creek, but muddy shit. Oh no, my poor bike's got mud on it. When you get a new bike, look at that crap. When you get a new bike, you like to keep it clean, at least until it first gets completely filthy, and then you sort of get over it. It's like that first drop, you know? It happens. Oh, such a nice trail, just like a sort of third gear trail, really. You know, drop down a bit slower in some sections. Lots of rocks, nasty shit you got to watch out for. Just a gentle trail, but if you hit it fast, it's a bit more challenging. Very rarely see any other riders or vehicles on this track, which is nice. Nice and quiet, and it goes all the way into Hall's Gap basically, which is good. Definitely warmed up now. Definitely warmed up. You know, when you get into the rougher stuff. So the bike with the Recluse just freewheels basically downhill. Which is pretty cool. My theory is maybe it actually adds to the really good fuel consumption. Is, I don't know, if engine braking uses more fuel than just freewheeling. I don't know. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I heard Lisa behind me there, but no. I'll just wait for her on the trail here. Camera's recording. Yep, so I don't know if you guys can see that. That's how I mount the camera to the helmet. I've got like a little L-shaped bracket, alloy, and an extra battery pack on the other side. So basically can just record a lot of 4K footage. No issues at all. If it falls off, it's usually not a huge issue. It just sort of dangles on the audio cable. Make sure the audio cable's plugged in. Yeah, I think it is. That's cool. Oh, the Serenity. What a day. What a day to be alive. Lisa just said that she's finding this tough going. She's got a 21 litre tank which is absolutely full up to the brim. That's being a bit of a problem, and she's also, because she wanted to make the ride height of the bike a bit lower, she put a lowering link on the rear, and on the front she raised the forks and the triples a little, and I think that's made the steering a bit too twitchy. She probably is going to put those back down a bit and rake it out, increase the rake rather. So yeah, she's going alright. I think it's the fuel load which is causing her most grief. She's all over it. But she did say that it's no beta cross trainer, so you know, that bike she's riding there, while it's a light dual sport really, a light sort of adventure bike, her cross trainer would be 30 kilos lighter again, I reckon. Oh, that was good footage. It's fucking roosting me, love it. That was great. So I've watched, recently watched the Barry Morris video and also the Megs Brapp video discussing the Recluse clutch. And, you know, they make really good points in the video, and I pretty much agree with them. I think that if you're it's probably a bad idea to fit a Recluse to a bike from the outset, especially if you're a new rider. But if you, you know, if you can use a clutch and you've done the hard yards learning how to use a clutch, and then want to move to a Recluse just as a bit of an experiment, see how it goes, I don't think it's a bad way to go. And you know, all my riding life, I started riding dirt bikes when I was 10. I'm now what? Oh, I better not let you say actually. Better not say, because everyone probably thinks I'm young, but not that young. Let's just say I'm not 50. But you know, it's close. It's close. Yeah, so like on the, you know, my beta 2 banger, I've you know, hundreds of hours with a clutch. All my other bikes have got clutches. I've never used a Recluse. I dismissed them as something that was just a gimmick, something that maybe wouldn't be worth running on a bike. Why would I give up a clutch, la-di-da? But second proper ride with this thing, I really like it. So I think with all this sort of stuff is that it's hard to know till you try, and it's easy to dismiss something if you haven't tried it yourself. If you try something, you can make an informed decision. So if I didn't like this Recluse, I wouldn't keep running it, I'd just take it off. Megs Brapp, she said that she ran the Recluse for maybe 10 rides and then pissed it off. Admittedly, she's a better rider than I am, and she's doing a lot of stuff like splats and all that kind of trialsy stuff, whereas I'm just mostly doing chilled out trails. I'm going to keep the clutch on the 300, the 2-stroke, and I'll use that for all the harder stuff, you know, log jumps and all that sort of stupid shit. This bike here, it's more of a trail machine, but I am going to try and see how it goes in the more technical riding with the Recluse, and see if it actually does hold you back for some of the bits where you want to spin the engine up. But yeah, so far really enjoying it. I think from my 2 rides I'm going to leave it on the bike. Really fun, really easy, really mellow. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the Recluse. I mean, I'll come back to you guys in another, you know, when I've got 100 hours on it, give you a proper review. And right now I can't give you much other than just a first impression. Rocky shit through here. But see, this slow stuff, like, just cruising around. What I really like is the left-hand rear brake. That's what I really like. Really fun. And while Lisa said she is struggling a bit with the weight of that bike, she's getting along right, really. No worries at all. Good little trail ride. She'll love this. Everyone loves to be on camera, I've discovered. After years of vlogging, everybody loves to see themselves ride. Me included. Unfortunately, as the vlogger, you don't get to see yourself ride very often, unless you're on other people's footage. But that's why the Skydio is good for that. It's pretty cool. You can sort of see yourself ride and stroke your ego, all that sort of crap. But yeah, everyone loves to see themselves ride because they just don't usually see themselves ride. They usually see other people ride. So it's always a nice thing. I think we're nearly through this trail. Probably nearly through. A couple of little bits to go. Probably be, I don't know, 75% the way through. But yeah. Lisa and I are both running the steg pegs on our bikes. That's great, Lisa. That's awesome footage. That's really good. So we just had a chat. Lisa's finding the front too heavy. So what she's going to do is find a rock. Oh, or drop the bike. Alright, so we just met a guy called Kane. Didn't want to be filmed, which is cool. But he was just a young bloke on his P's on a WR450F. Had a good chat to us. Had to stop there while Lisa... she just dropped the forks down a bit. She's finding the front end a bit too twitchy. So she's extended out the forks where they should be. I told her it was a mistake to go too raised up. But anyway, this guy Kane was a nice guy. And I was just demoing him the Recluse. And I said, look what you can do with the Recluse. Started the bike in gear. And just sort of rolled the throttle slightly. And the bike just sort of, there is a bit of drag on it, and the bike fell over, and I felt like a bit of an idiot. That's the first drop. It was basically at 1 kilometre an hour, so anyway, first drop's been done. Got a bit of footage of Lisa here as she's been cruising to Halls Gap. Gonna stop and get some sugar, and then keep riding. Yeah, so this guy Kane, young bloke, he would have been maybe 19 or something, but yeah, he got no riding buddies. They all play computer games and don't ride. I think he's trying to get some of them riding, but yeah, he's lamenting the fact that he's got to ride solo, which you can ride solo. It's not ideal, you know, it's fun, but if you have an issue mechanically or a crash or whatever, it's a bit of a pain in the ass. So I said to him if he wants to come for a ride with us, he's welcome. couple of hoppity kangaroo rookies. Alright, so heading off to a really cool track. I think it's called Mount Castle Track. Really fun. Lots of jumps on the way. Wow. This bike just lands so well. Alright, I suppose I should talk. Maybe you guys get bored with me not talking. I think we're going to start climbing in a minute. Lisa's chucking shit at me. Stay away from her rear wheel. Should be the start of Mount Castle Track just up here. Ooh. Rocky there. So Lisa just said don't get too close when I'm following her because fucks up her lines and all that sort of thing. So I'll just stay back a bit. About to climb Mount Castle Track, I reckon. Just here. Should be coming into it pretty soon. Yeah, just here. Lovely day to trail ride, guys. Here with Tori from Tori Moto, and if you've watched this far, maybe you'll stay to the end. Who knows? But yeah, I'm going to edit this up later. I'll just stitch it all together. I'm trying to only have the camera on when I'm talking, and yeah, maybe it'll come out alright. Ah, this is it. Yeah, it's this one. Yeah, it's that one. Yep, that one, Lisa. So I've got no clutch now. I'm going up this rocky stuff. Just sort of like tractors up. Look at this, crazy. Oh wow! I think the Recluse would be a really good thing for this for steep hill climbs. These slow speed bends, I could just look at that, just a little bit of throttle. Oh, good save, Lisa. Good save. She came down off that jump and hit a big loose rock. So that was a very good save. Very impressive save. probably the steepest riding I've done with the Recluse, and yeah, it's trivialised it all. Really has. Oh well, I'm happy to accept some easy, some trail easiness, you know. Happy to, you know, maybe it'll make me ride longer. Such a nice trail. Such a nice trail. Beautiful jumps. Beautiful jumps. Hopefully some good footage of Lisa over those. Hang it together, Lisa. It's nice and loose here. Had a little stop. Lisa's sending me in front. Rutted. Here we are. Here we are. Alright, so following Lisa. Haven't done this trail for many years. This is following the telegraph line. I think it powers the Mount William antenna. I don't think we can follow it all the way, but we'll have a look. Quite rocky and loose. Very rocky and loose. Very rocky. I don't think we can get much further. You stay there, I'll go have a look. Look at the recluse, look at the recluse. Oh shit. It's all good, I'm alright. Oh shit, I think I've broken stuff. Can you give me a... Yeah, I saw it. I'm lucky I didn't go over. Well, I didn't fall over, it's all good. I'll just stay there, I'll do it. No, nothing broken, all good. All good. Oh, second drop, camera's on. I just hit the bark buster, everything's good. But yeah, for how I got into that, it wouldn't have been good. Alright, stay this side, Tori. Oh well. Alright. I'm gonna go up a bit further. You wanna stay there? I'll be right back. Yeah. Fucking steep. Hell of a track that was. 2 drops going up there, nearly went off the side of a cliff. This is where the power line takes a dog leg up that way, and there's no more trail here. The next adjoining trail must be down a bit further. So that's gnarly. Anyway, let's see if we can get back around to Lisa. 2 drops up this trail. Oh man, steep. But the recluse, basically it's a bit taller than my 300, so you gotta be a bit aware of that. But this bit here down here is very steep. Should be alright going down a hill. There she is. have to stop the recording. Right, here we go, going back down now. Much easier downhill, but still pretty nasty just here. And really loose soil, filled with rocks. Lisa's managed to turn her bike around. So yeah, we're cooking with gas. We are cooking with gas. Might drop across to the left-hand side of the track. What a beautiful place. Absolutely beautiful place to ride. Off she goes. So when I dropped it the first time, I nearly fell off the side of a cliff. It's not ideal. Not ideal at all. Alright, out of the steep stuff. Life is good. Life is good again. Yeah, so last time I was up there, I was on the two-stroke probably a couple of years ago. I don't think it made it to the same spot. I think I turned around. Or maybe I was on the 610, I can't remember. It's going back a while. Going down a little side trail here, see where it ends up. Who knows? Who the hell knows where we will end up? But good excuse to explore. So Lisa up ahead. Yeah, so it got a bit spanked back there. It's really loose in one spot. Basically, this bike's a bit taller than my 300, so yeah, I overbalanced. Nearly went down. Well, nearly went down the side of an embankment. But shit happens. It didn't happen, so this is cool. Haven't done this trail before. It's a little link up, probably. Washouts, lots of washouts. Okay, this side. Joys of trail riding is just sometimes not knowing where you're going to end up. A bit of an exploration. So yeah, back to content. Expect to see the high country ride coming out sometime soon. I actually ran into Brendan, one in Horsham a few days ago, so he was just passing through on his way to the Little Desert. Had a good chat to him, and he's still working on his high country footage as well, so we're both just as slack as each other. Get that one ready for you guys to watch. This is a cool trail. Really cool. Really cool little trail. Alright. Don't know when maybe it goes across the range, that would be ideal. Oh, creek bed. Awesome. That was a fun little link up. That was great. Really cool. Head back. It's we're not going to make it to Dunkeld. We've done it just over 100 k's, and it's getting getting late, so we're going to cruise back, probably cross over the range at Jimmy Creek and then do the Henham track on the way back up. Be a bit of a test for the fuel range on this thing, but I reckon it might make it, so see how we go. See how we go. Sneaky little shortcut we're taking through the Sierra Range here. This should link us up to Henham track and be probably one of the most direct routes back. So we just did about 5 k's of tar there, which is about all, hardly any tar today, so you can do lots of little dirt link ups. It's great. Hopefully we get back before dark and hopefully I don't run out of fuel. Hopefully I don't run out of fuel. Here we go. This is it. Follow Lisa up here. Yeah, we always do this the other way. This would be cool doing it this way. Oh yeah, lovely day for a trail ride. Lovely day. I think we avoided the rain too, which is good. Alright, back on Henham track, one of our favourite tracks, just because it's got lots of little creek crossings. It's loads of erosion jumps, which is really fun. So yeah, heading directly, pretty much directly north on this one, and I'll just bring it in home. Might be a bit wetter than normal. Another idiot kangaroo trying to commit suicide up ahead. Charging back off the track and then onto it again. He can move. We're doing like 60 k's an hour and he's flying. Oh, what a legend. Hey! He did a massive cartwheel. That was gold. He'll be alright. They just get back up. Lisa just relayed that she nearly stacked her bike into that kangaroo back there. She was wheeling and it went right past her bike and did a big cartwheel. So she was wanting to know if I had it on the action camera, but I do. Have to look at it later. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this little bit of footage and yeah, it's going to be a lot more action with the beta because this bike is a lot of fun to ride. Lots of fun. Love these jumps. because life is too short and fragile. Pretty much got to live it and enjoy it from day to day, because yeah, you don't know how long you've got, and just keep going, just keep living the dream, guys, just keep living the dream. Obviously try and keep relatively healthy, and when you're riding, don't take stupid risks, just take enough take enough risks so that it's interesting, but calculated risks. You want to make sure you get back home at the end of the day. Shout out to Barry from Cross Training Enduro. He had a great video. One of the Traction E-Rag guys talked about it the other day, about how to extend your riding career. Oh my god, rocks everywhere. Basically, don't take crazy risks. You know, just maybe just ride within yourself. Basically, don't go stupid. Yeah, everyone's gonna have the odd off, but you don't want to have the big one. You know, the big off where you fuck yourself up. Don't watch those freaking rocks. At least it's chucking out from that rear wheel of that Honda. Got smacked in the chest before. Alright, this is the last stretch. I'll be concluding the video up ahead. Just get this descent. This easterly descent down Wallaby Rocks. Get a really good view around here of the, especially the lights on it. Don't know if it will be this time, but just down onto the Ass's Ears range, straight ahead. Just follow Lisa down. Yeah, there we go. It's not lit up at the moment, but you get light on that. It is epic. Really good. So yeah, bit of a meandering ride today and a meandering dialogue. I can't really even recall what I've been talking about. Maybe about bikes, life, all that sort of stuff. But thanks for coming along on this ride, and hopefully the footage comes out well, and this helmet cam's been set up well, and I get good audio, etc, etc. Probably edit this up maybe tonight or tomorrow, and I'll let you guys either give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I get a few thumbs downs, but I guess some people don't like what I do, but I don't get too many. But yeah, look at that, guys, look at that. Oh my god, epic, absolutely epic. Nice rocky descent to end the day. Really loose here. So yeah, this is Tori from Tori Moto, and Lisa from she's from Tori Moto as well. But yeah, thanks for joining us today. Yeah, if you enjoy this sort of content, you want to see more of it, click on that like button and the subscribe button down below, and I'll try and punch out some more videos a bit more regularly, so the people must be entertained. Everyone loves their bread and circuses. So yeah, thanks again, and we'll see you guys on the next one. This is Tori from Tori Moto. Catch ya.